Alright folks, welcome to episode 106 of the podcast. Phil here with Clarky.
Hello.
So, today we're doing a thing. Clarky's doing a thing. I don't know what we're talking about, even though it's my episode. He's just gonna do something. I might die. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, I don't know what's happening in the first part of the episode.
Just a gunshot.
Yeah, this is just.
I got a part 2. I've taken over.
So yeah, part 1 is to be found out. I suppose.
TBC.
Yeah, TBC at the moment. TBA.
To be announced.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably better.
Yeah. So yeah. Second part, we've got what's trending, which is going to be a little bit about Anthony Joshua's recent fight with Andy Ruiz Jr. and just a continuation on with our calendar, our Star Wars Advent calendar. And then for the third part, we're going to talk about 2 episodes of the end of the world. So as you know, yeah, there you go. I don't know what happened in this first part. But I know you're going to do this first part, genuinely.
So are you ready for it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's props. That's what the bag was for. So, if you remember, this is for more effect, I actually have it. Remember last year, we went with a gift.
Why would you do this again?
So once you get into it, we can use it. Right? You'll understand.
No one can see this.
No.
Once you get into it, we can use it.
Once you open it.
I'm scared already. Right, okay.
I really hope the price isn't on it, but
it probably is.
Probably is, no.
Dude, where's the first little... You've wrapped this really, really well. It's annoying.
I know, I'm good at it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to rip it. You ready for this?
Do it.
Well, that worked out so well, didn't it? It's like an ASMR. What is this paper made out of? What is it made out of?
The struggle is real.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh dear, what is this now?
Okay. Nice.
There we go. That was a good one. Ooh, that's kind of cool.
No one else can see.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Turn it around like here.
There you go, everyone. So it's the Guinness World Records Gamers Edition 2020.
Yeah.
That's gonna be unreal.
I thought that you'd obviously get something out of this, as well as it being a pretty cool episode.
Yeah. See, they're using the thing again where it's been that's on the book.
That doesn't count.
It's not the real
There's
price.
No sticker on
There's
it.
no
That's
sticker
not my
on it.
fault.
That's true. That's unreal. And again, I didn't get anything again this year.
It doesn't matter.
But that's not
the gift. The whole point of a gift is not that you have to give one back. That we can use this now. I thought it'd be a cool one to go through.
I was just expecting to be some sort of dildo or something like that.
Not shape.
It's just it's the what do you call it?
Roll it up.
Then you just tape it around the back and that's you sort it. It's Fortnite 14.
I know it's a shame that. I know it's a 14-page thing.
But how can it be? I always forget. Like the Guinness World Records, obviously. How can
it
you
comes
do
out for 2020 with 2019 records in it.
Okay.
So this will be stuff set this year.
Yeah. There's Allier and stuff at the beginning.
Yeah. So I thought it would be a cool one to go through. Obviously, we both love gaming, and there'll probably be a lot of stuff in there we don't know. So I'll flick through it.
Oh my word!
There's loads. There's so many. What? So I thought maybe what you could do is you could pick. I don't know. You could have a wee look through the thing, see what sort of interests you, and we go through some and
the contents. Well, instead of doing it, could you maybe just pause it and then look for a couple?
Okay.
And then just come back.
Yeah, give us a minute, folks. And we're back.
Alright then. Yeah.
Is there a better place to start than?
There's so many things in this book. There's no way you wouldn't be able to get through it all. I'd be sitting there one night reading through it all. But we found a little Destiny 2 2-page part, so it's got quite a few things in it that I think is pretty cool as well. So suppose we can go for the best PvP Guardian KD ratio. I wasn't expecting what it was. I was expecting maybe like a 10. So this guy's is a 41-1, so he gets 41 kills per death. Is his average ratio.
Do you think he's cheating?
I don't know.
Seems very high.
It does. It says here, when honing their skills against other players in the Crucible, Guardians can set themselves apart with an impressive kill-death ratio. As of the 28th of February 2019, PS4 player, L-Divine-0-L, I just said Divine 0, had the best ratio at 41-1, meaning the player's 41 kills for each death suffered. That's just...
Is that KD or KDA?
That's KD.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can go on to the Destiny tracker and check
what tells you.
Well, it says impressive stats were verified by Destiny tracker, so you can go on now and see what it is. But
there you are.
It's probably dropping now, surely. 41 kills to 1 death.
That is high.
It goes to be fair, what happens if he's only played one game and he got a really, really good game? And that's his.
Must be one of the ones where it's like minimum of X amount.
I think it's crazy. I think mine's like a 1.3 or something.
41, like, that is insane.
It's disgusting.
I know.
There's another thing about the most pledges received for a faction rally. Remember the faction rallies?
Yeah.
Haven't had one in a while, have we?
People probably, if you've just picked the game, you'll never have even heard of this. Essentially, it was you picked one of the 3 factions who you were going to pledge to, give in your tokens, and they gave you like rewards.
Pretty much, yeah. And you had to like rank them up to some sort of degree to get your armor and stuff like that. So it says Destiny 2 seasonal faction rallies are hives of activity in which Guardians undertake missions to support a preferred vendor. So we had the New Monarchy, we had Dead Orbit and Future War Cult. Who did you usually play?
Usually Dead Orbit.
Did you?
But I've over time went for all 3.
Yeah.
I would like pick one and then remember the time you could like swap.
Oh yeah, you had to pay,
didn't
you? You had to like pledge for one person for an entire season,
or whatever it was.
Well, that's whenever you did your hunters, your other one, and then your warlockers, whatever else.
Like I have shaders from them all, so I have done
all of them
at one point or another.
Yeah. So pledges across the 3 factions during season 3. Season 3, good grief, that was a long time ago.
That's when they stopped, sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe 4, but either way.
Total close to 5 million. So of these, 2,019,311 pledges were to Dead Orbit, which was
what?
Yeah.
Really?
That's the most.
Wow.
That's the most.
I would have thought New Monarchy.
I would expect New Monarchy. They came in second with 1.5, well, basically 1.5 million, and then Future War Cult came in with 1.2, just over 1.2 million. Future War Cult, I wasn't really a big fan of them, to be fair.
Their shaders, in my opinion, just weren't as good.
Yeah, and Lakshmi's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Do they
Stop smoking, would you?
I know, she sounds terrible, doesn't she?
Oh, that is that woman's just general voice.
Oh.
She's in Punisher.
Oh, is she? I wouldn't.
She's
the TV series?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's the woman's mum. The police officer's
rings
mum.
a bell. Rings a bell now.
That's just her distinctive voice.
I'm quite happy with that. I didn't think that it was that popular.
No, I always went that over.
Yeah, well, I was
black and white shaders.
I went that over as well all the time. But do you remember they had the certain catalysts per?
Yeah, and Dead Orbit had
Gravit and Lance. I think it was. Yeah. Because
Sunshot and I can't remember what the third one was.
Oh, I know.
Sunshot was one of them. Gravit and Lance was the other, and Future War Cult had.
If you remember this, you got a better mind than I do. Like, cause I can't remember. I remember Sunshot was in it as well, but
it was New Monarchy, I think.
Yeah, it was. Don't know what Future War Cult one was. Nope. Not coming to me.
No.
Another bit as well. Not now though, but back in August 2018. Apparently, only 8,750 players owned Register's Claymore.
I see now. I don't think you could count that because it's so easy to get the field.
Yeah, well, even before, I got mine whenever it wasn't.
Yeah.
Did you get yours as well?
No,
you didn't.
Never got.
I used bygones a lot, you see, so it wasn't. The thing is, so I sort of forgot I had it because I remember picking up the quest steps and then forgetting about them like halfway through because I couldn't be bothered with them anymore, and then it popped up during like one of the games because I got a kill with the bygones, the final kill with the bygones. I was like, what's that for?
I think that's where I am now. That step would get kills with pulse rifles.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Well, I have no idea. Like, it just randomly
It's one of those
popped.
I just picked up. I don't really play Crucible, so it's never really going to go anywhere.
But it's nice to know that you're a part of the 8,750 players that still had it back then. You've added on to that figure now, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, a little bit more.
The most unwanted reward item. This will be funny. Good grief. So everyone has their nice, shaders and stuff that they. I mean, I use like 3, I think, out of 3 shaders.
Oh yeah, I don't use many.
I think out of all of them, I just really see the point. Like, I mean, I know there's some that look nice with like different sparrows and stuff, but if you're a guardian, you're usually going to use like precursor Vex Chrome. Like, that's pretty much the one that everyone uses, I think, for being nice and pristine. Yeah. And if not, it's probably the gold ones or the black and white ones or whatever. But it says if gamers hate one thing, it's being laden with needless baggage, which is completely true. Until they did pop it up though, they boosted that, didn't they? Because they had so many shaders in the inventory. Yeah. What?
New Monarchy was sweet business.
Sweet
Future
business.
War published on Sunshot.
Ah.
Sorry, that was going to really annoy me. I just had to look.
Well, at least we know now.
Yeah.
Sweet business. What a nightmare that weapon is. So when Destiny 2 introduced shaders, which everyone complained for so long, like, let us shade our weapons, and then after that they were like, shaders? What do I want these for? So which changed the colour and sheen of armour and weapons. Exasperated gamers soon ended up with hundreds of them. Yep. This led to 807,635,124 shader deletions inside 77 days.
Wow.
According to series developer Bungie, a time-consuming mess for them.
There was a stage where you couldn't mass delete.
Oh yeah, even still now,
it's still sort of counts.
It's
like
5.
5s. Yeah.
I mean, I have. What I did was I just put them in the vault instead of taking them out.
I've done that too.
Could you be bothered going to your man? The rat hole would be like 5, 10, 15.
No, not unless I need Glimmer.
Which really at the minute is
rare. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you haven't played any of the new season yet, so I shall not say a thing about money. Talk about Gothline's the most followed Destiny 2 streamer on Twitch.
No
longer on Twitch anymore. He's on Mixer now, which is quite strange. So the who's I wonder who'll be it now.
Maybe Broman.
Broman maybe.
Glad.
Yeah. Could be Glad.
Dado.
Would you reckon that would be up there? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But maybe not for personality. But
ooh.
Just mean that Broman seems that he's a bit more like larger than life, isn't he? So.
Yeah.
I'm sure like Dado's he obviously comes across well in his videos, but just in terms of like personally prefer Broman.
Yeah, I would agree. He just seems a bit happier, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's just a nice fella.
So this might have changed. Probably has changed because this is from the 26th of November 2018. But this is the fastest completion of the Last Wish raid, which took 20 minutes, basically 21 minutes, 20 minutes and 58 seconds to blast through the entire raid.
Now that's his entire.
Yeah.
So one thing I won't accept are the people that like cheat by jumping up and over.
Yeah.
Because you can jump up and over and like basically skip like 3
the majority of
sections
the raid
or something.
Yeah. So
then you can do it in like 8 minutes. So if that is still the raid record, I would be it's like you, I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
But doing every single boss, it would take time.
Well, it is a year ago. Like, I mean, this is technically what 2018 and 2019 mixed in together, isn't it, for 2020? So, I don't know. It could be. If it is a year later, that's some going. Like, I mean, 21 minutes to do that entire raid, I think is pretty good.
Yeah,
consider the length of some of the encounters.
What did you say it was there?
Basically 21 minutes.
Somebody Glad did it in 22-24.
Oh.
Wrath, what was that time again? 21 minutes?
Basically.
20 minutes 58. Does it say who did it?
Yeah, it says Jazz was taken. Dark Xbox Live. Reclips.
What date?
26th of November 2018.
Yeah, so 27th, the world record was posted as 20 minutes and 58 seconds.
So it's still it?
Still stands.
Well done, fellas. Well done.
Still stands.
It's Scrub and Zinza. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, and Stamina. Sorry, another guy called Stamina.
Mm-hmm.
So there were 6. I thought if they did that as a 5.
Glad did it in 23 minutes.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's glad that's still there a year later.
Yeah, it's cool. Like
That's unreal. And obviously, there's a little quick fact that says that Beastie Boys Sabotage was used in the Destiny 2's live action trailer. It says that one of the few instances that the band actually let anyone use their stuff, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's unreal. Reading anything to do with Destiny's unreal for me. Like
yeah.
so. Yeah, I'm so surprised that that's still there. We'll move on to a Star Wars video game story. There are so many games for Star Wars, it's unreal. From 1982 up until 2019 now, because obviously it's not featured in this book yet.
It literally just came out, and I would assume that book was being published before that game came out to allow people.
100%. So 2021, technically 2020, you'll have it in their feature one. That'll have a big thing like this, but there's like
many games are there. Okay, no.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45.
So there's now 46 if you include Fallen Order. Wow. That is a lot.
Well, I suppose it makes sense why it's the longest running film license in video games.
What, 82 to now?
Yeah. What was the first one? The Empire Strikes Back for Atari and... what does it say? Sears.
Nope.
Video games systems. Says since debuting with Atari shooter Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back in 1982, the Star Wars franchise has appropriately enough been a prolific force in video gaming. Almost every system has hosted a game. Yeah, right enough. I mean, literally everything would have had some sort of Star Wars game to some extent.
That's so cool.
More games than movies, kind of scary.
Oh, considerably more.
Yeah. There's actually one called Yoda Stories for Game Boy Color.
Oh, that would be so good.
Yeah.
Flipping about with him.
TIE Fighter stuff. Anyway, yep. So with the 2019 release of EA Star Wars, oh, here it's actually in there.
They mentioned it.
Yeah, EA Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Order, the Star Wars license will have been active and prolific for 37 years. Jesus Christ.
That's so cool.
It just tells you that we've basically rounded up the best and worst of the games.
There could be more.
Well, I think that's them all, but they've just done them.
Oh, and the colours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
What's the lightsaber at the bottom? That mean?
That's the dark. Like so, most criticised is dark side.
Oh, okay.
And then most acclaimed is light side. So obviously, maybe the last 5 years. Well, not 5 years. The last 5 games, excluding Angry Birds Star Wars.
Even though that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh no, so did I. It's on the mobile. Yeah, so did I. Right enough. Yeah. I think all the Lego games pretty much get a thumbs up because you can't really go wrong with them, can you?
No, they are what they are.
Yeah.
Good fun.
Battlefront 2, we remember having a lot of backlash in that
but
game.
It was only at the start. Like the actual game itself is good. I think
it wasn't back in the day.
Well, I still thought I liked it.
Did you not get loads of bugs and stuff? Like it was things. My stormtrooper was like leg was caught in nothing and all.
Sometimes they're elastic band.
Oh, that's Dice's issues. Though. They're always gonna have those issues. Which is kind of yeah. Well.
Hold on, does the first Battlefront game there have a blue around it?
Yep.
Oh, shut your mouth. First one was way worse than the second one.
Not beginning. I think
there's even an Unreal story in the second one.
Yeah.
It's canon.
It's true.
So how is that not better?
I just think it was in terms, because it was technically released as an online thing, because Battlefront was always online. No, not a fan.
No. That story for me was one of my favourite stories.
I think it
was so good.
It's probably based on the online play because
it has to be because that story was class.
Yeah, the story was real. Real?
It was real.
It was real. But then they released. Did they not release more for it as well?
Well, yeah, it was the second part where she died.
Yeah,
you were a daughter.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was sad.
I can't believe they gave that Blue.
Well, the online
first one I
play.
thought got some real abuse. Like we
It
definitely
did.
played the second one considerably more than the first one.
We did, but I think.
The first one only had like half.
Yes. It did. It only had a couple of planets.
Maybe
didn't
it's because there was nowhere near the same. Maybe it was because the first one
was the first one.
was like you
Yeah.
knew what you were getting, and it pretty much was all online. In fact, I think it all was online.
Oh no, everything was online. Yeah, there was that thingamajig. But even it was online still. But it was against the AI.
Yeah.
That like horde mode thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was alright to be fair, like, but
Yeah, for me, I'd flip them round
yeah, probably.
personally, but
There wasn't
I'm
a
not
lot
right
of bugs
about
though. Plus, there's more heroes and stuff for Battlefront too.
yeah.
So in between that in 2016 there was a Star Wars Force Awakens for the
Lego
one, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Again
Blue.
with a little blue around it, which is, I mean, it makes sense, that doesn't it? Lego games aren't difficult to like.
Knock out the park, yeah.
And then in 2012 there was that Star Wars Connect game.
Yeah.
It just was not good.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. It does have a red
Yeah.
glow around it for the most criticised, and rightly so. I remember playing it with my brothers. He got it for the kids. Nope.
Could be better.
Yeah, it just wasn't great at all. Actually, I might have to read this later on, see what.
Did episode 3 get a red?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That was good too.
It
was just a story.
It was, but it was really clunky. Did you not think it was clunky?
No, I liked it. I thought it was good.
I don't know. I remember playing it and like getting killed by those random things.
What else have they given a red that I would disagree with?
Oh, I thought that was red. It's only because of the dark. That's fine. Clone Wars for
Republic Commando was great. Loved that game. Definitely agree with that being
Where's
blue.
that? Where's that?
Just there.
Oh yes, right.
It was really good. In fact, most of them I would say are blue.
Yeah. I mean, I never played. So Yoda Stories got a bad review.
Never played it.
I never played it either. Don't know what that one is. Is it just Jedi Masters? Masters?
Maybe. What did the Jedi Academy one get? Where's that?
There, it got bad.
Oh, it was. Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. Where is the first Force Awakens?
The first Force Awakens?
Where's that? Where's this?
What Force Awakens?
Force Awakens there. Not Force Awakens, Force Unleashed.
Force
Sorry.
Unleashed?
Where's the second one of that? It's not there?
Good question.
Huh.
Can't see it there myself.
2008 was the Force Unleashed, the first one.
Is that the first one? Oh no, it would be the first one.
Yeah, it got a good review.
It has to be a select because that definitely exists.
It was unreal.
There's more of them.
Yeah.
There has to be more games.
Has
Maybe
to
that's
be.
why they haven't included. Oh, because they wouldn't have played Fallen Order. Sorry.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have it there though at least, which is kind of cool.
Cool.
That's unreal. Actually wouldn't mind going back and even googling some of these as well.
Does it have the pod racing game for the computer?
That's what I was looking for. Because it has the thing, doesn't it?
Oh, there. Oh no, it's not. Sorry.
No, they don't.
It's Power Battles.
Yeah.
No, they don't have it, and it definitely exists.
Yeah.
I definitely played that game.
Yeah, no, so did I. Because you could go in any pod racer and stuff. It was really cool. Yeah.
There you are. There's actually even more Star Wars games.
So, out of all the Star Wars games, and I don't know if this will. I mean, it probably could still be the best-selling Star Wars game. So, despite making its debut over 12 years ago, Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, which is just
that was also given out for free with Xbox Live Gold a while ago.
It was. You're right.
Potential that's bumped sales too.
Potentially. So it remains the best-selling Star Wars game with 15.3 million copies sold.
That's crazy.
I'm actually intrigued to see how much the Fallen Order.
A lot of people seem to have it.
15 million though?
Nowhere near that.
No. Basically, I haven't played it yet myself, but I will.
Very good.
I will definitely have to get it at some point. Maybe after the new year. Have a little duke at it. I'm just still looking at all these games. Remember Star Wars Bounty Hunter? Do you remember that?
No.
No?
Not a game I remember.
I thought it was unreal. It's the Bounty Hunter one. Yeah, I'll just move on actually, because if I read this any longer, I'll probably just be quiet the entire episode. Old Republic got a good one. Sorry.
Old Republic is a good game.
Yeah, it was. Right, okay, we'll move on.
A lot to it though.
We'll move on. So there's another part we've got for Spider-Man. Unreal.
Very good game.
Again, another game I didn't play, but I like Spider-Man.
Very good game.
I like Spider-Man. So he's the most prolific video game superhero.
Right.
With the release of Spider-Man, obviously.
The game, yeah.
What? Was that last September 7th last year?
Yeah, it was like a while ago. I ended up getting that game for £30.
These things are they're just the years are going by here. This is mad. I didn't think it was like that long ago. Spidey had web slung and wall crawled his way into 38 video games that bear his name, debuting in Spider-Man 1982 for the Atari. So Atari got the 1982 along with Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. He since appeared in all kinds of consoles and a huge variety of games. His closest competition in terms of heroic appearances is Batman, who's headlined 35 games. Pathetic. But even still, they're not like... I don't know.
Spider-Man, that particular Spider-Man game that just came out is very good.
Well, see, the thing is, they said about the Spider-Man combat being very like Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, I see it.
Batman's not nice. I don't like Batman.
It's a good game. You would like.
Oh no! I would like this one just because it's Spider-Man and you can swing. But
you can find like the Sanctum Sanctorium, and you can climb up Avengers Tower.
Really?
Yeah,
that's unreal.
They're all there, yeah.
I've seen like loads of like obviously the swinging between buildings, and you can go in between like pipes and stuff like building pipes.
Class.
But like that would be ideal for me. I think playing Batman is just, I remember just playing Batman and you can like grapple and not necessarily
you're
swing.
very free.
Yeah.
In that and it is the entirety of New York, the map too, so it's massive.
See, if I played it now, I'd probably never get off.
It's so good.
But yeah, I just didn't like Batman at all. You can see the one 1982 there.
No way. That's amazing.
So it's like a side scroller, and Spider-Man's all pixelated.
Yeah, literally, he's just pixels.
His web is also black.
So good.
And it's pixelated as well. So there's Spider-Man. These are just a couple. So Spider-Man vs. Kingpin 1981, slightly better graphics. Look at how good the graphics got. Like that's crazy. I remember playing the Ultimate Spider-Man. Do you remember playing the Ultimate Spider-Man?
Yeah, it was great.
Cartoony one.
Very good. Yeah.
Spider-Man on the Super Nintendo, 1995. So they were all side scrollers until the PS1 in 2000 for Spider-Man. Do you remember playing Spider-Man on the PS1?
I don't really remember playing much.
No,
but I probably did play it.
It was the one where you like your web looked so snotty.
I think I do know. Yeah. Is that the one that you could like shoot it and it would just go
like a little ball?
Yeah. I do remember that.
I remember playing that one.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2, 4 years later on the PS1. Ultimate Spider-Man 2005. It was such a good game. Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Do you remember playing that one?
No.
Spider-Man Edge of Time 2011, and then The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I remember playing that one, and then Marvel Spider-Man 2018.
That's excellent.
2018, like that's stupid. Oh yeah, right enough. This one. Oh, hang on, which one? Okay, so first video game that features Stan Lee. Still mad that was last year as well.
It's sad whenever you see him. You're like,
oh dear. Passing of Stan Lee. I know. I think I've seen the
clip. I think I mentioned it. I'm pretty sure.
Did you? The first video game that features Stan Lee, The Passing of Stan Lee in 2018, sent shock news to the world of entertainment. It was very true. His first video game performance was as the narrator of Spider-Man 2000. Oh, so it wasn't even in this one for the PS1, where he greeted true believers. Unreal. So his first ever appearance in a video game was in 2000. 10 years ago. That's mad.
But this one's nice, like, 'cause it's his likeness and stuff.
Yeah,
is that? No, it's actually him. I was gonna say is that his likeness, but his likeness in games is very good. And then, they walk out of the cafe and he's like, "I always loved those two." You're like,
yeah, I have seen it. I have seen it. Yeah. So that was whenever he was still alive then. Whenever that came out.
Mm-hmm. That's his voice.
No, I know that, but obviously that he must have recorded it at some point. I just didn't think he didn't die.
September 18 that came out. Did he not die?
November, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. Just remember it was sad.
Yeah, it was horrible.
But either way, you would have recorded it many months before.
Yeah. The first Marvel video game, the Parker Brothers vertical scrolling Spider-Man, was the first video game. That's the first Marvel video game.
That's it.
That's the end. Released in obviously 1992 on the Atari, was the first official Marvel game. I'm sure they didn't even expect it to be this big now. Like, I mean, back in the day in 1982, releasing a side scroller for Spider-Man, you're like, oh, this would be kind of fun to play.
Look at it now.
But I mean, if you look at it,
down New York.
like that's yeah, pretty much. Like if you look at that game, like that's like way, like what are you meant to do in that game? Get from one side of New York to the other or something?
No idea.
Do you know what I mean?
Graphics are hilarious.
Oh, hang on. Here we go. It'll tell me. Players had to guide the wall crawler to the top of a skyscraper and defuse a giant bomb, rescuing trapped residents and evading the Green Goblin while they were at it.
Oh.
So
yeah, it's way harder than it looks.
Yeah, but look at the Green Goblin. Look at the state of that. Oh dear.
I love Pixels.
What,
great,
the film?
Great. I've never seen it, but
oh yeah, that's right. You've never seen the film. Let's see what else can get. So 3.3 million. This is a little tagline. Swinging onto the PS4 on September 7th, 2018, Marvel Spider-Man was the fastest selling PS4 exclusive title, according to VG charts. It sold 3.3 million in 3 days of sale, 200,000 more than God of War.
What?
A big God of War.
Again, that'll be because people know Spider-Man more than they know God of War.
But even still, like that's not bad for God of War because it's only 200,000 more.
Yeah, God of War. Honestly, it's a masterpiece. That game.
I'm not. For a person that likes gaming, I haven't played the best 3 games.
Oh my goodness, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
I loved it so much.
See, it's just me and the clunky PlayStation controllers. That'll be the problem with me. There's a little snapshot thing. What is that? Is that like way back in? That's 2004. Spider-Man 2, the official game, 2004 movie. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember? It's such a. Do you prefer him? Do you?
Who?
Toby.
To
Anyone?
no.
Yeah.
I think Tom Holland's been the best Spider-Man
I would agree.
because that's the Spider-Man I like. Is the
It's
one.
Marvel Spider-Man now,
Mhm.
not Sony Spider-Man. So
Yeah, but
That's basically
well,
what
it
it
still
means.
is technically.
It is,
Sony,
yeah,
But like, I don't know. I think Tom Holland sits. Like Tobey Maguire is a bit too nerdy for me. Andrew Garfield was too cool.
and Tom Holland's right in between.
He's just a nice mix. Yeah.
Yeah. So it says it was the first Spider-Man game to offer true web slinging, which obviously in
That
the
doesn't
Atari,
quite look
in the
real.
Atari, it's a bit different. So it says where Spidey's webs actually attached to buildings and could be used to physically alter his trajectory, which is true. Because remember, you lift cars and stuff with your web.
You can't do that in Marvel Spider-Man.
You can't.
You
What?
catch your car and jump on top, and then there's like
But
have
you
to
can't
press.
throw them.
But you can't just like randomly like web a car and be like yeet. Like you can't do that.
That's a shame. It says before this, developers cheated by having his webs attached to the sky above him.
Yeah,
Yeah, except that one there, it's like right on the building.
that's close enough.
Yeah, it's black as
The
well.
Atari one.
Yeah. I take it this is the completion time for it. Yeah, 3 hours 39 minutes and 59 seconds. So 3 hours 40 minutes basically.
For the Spider-Man Marvel game on PS4.
Mhm.
That's fast.
Slingshot in his way to a blistering completion time of 3 hours 40 minutes. Say, KevBot43
Right.
achieved the fastest completion of Marvel Spider-Man on the 11th of November 2018.
You must have just flown, like literally, like knew exactly where to go, no messing, the whole way through.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not watched any cutscenes.
As verified by Speedrun, his time marks the first occasion anyone has ever got below 3 hours and 40 minutes in their bid to very quickly save New York City. So he got to literally a second prior to their lowest 3 hours and 40 minutes. He got it in 3 hours 39 minutes and 59 seconds.
Not bad.
Jesus.
Faster than I completed it. Still haven't.
So yours is going on what, months then?
Yeah.
Pretty much. I suppose you haven't played it though. It's different.
Yeah. It is very good though.
What time are we on? 35 minutes. Let's see. Do the largest gathering of people dressed as Spider-Man for the last one, because why not?
Yep.
So to mark the launch of Spider-Man 2018, the game for the PS4, Marvel and Sony teamed up to host veritable multiverse of Spideys in all 547 suited and masked wall crawlers convened at Comic-Con Stockholm in Sweden.
Class.
Not even America. I thought it'd be America that would do that.
Yeah, you'd almost be like convinced that's where that sort of stuff happens.
Yeah. On the 16th of September 2018, so just the day before, or a week after it came out.
That's cool.
That's mad. Should we maybe do the Nemesis as well?
Yeah.
So there are plenty of villains out to give Spider-Man a very bad day, but it's the Green Goblin who causes Spider the biggest headache. The Halloween-themed villain even starred in Spidey's first video game. Yeah, it's true, he did.
Yep, the wee...
Yeah, the state of him.
There.
It's literally like a green stick figure.
Green dots.
It's a green head, and then it misses the neck completely. Has a green like little body with pixelated arms, and then purple pants, of course.
Yep.
And
take the look.
A black little hovercraft thing. I mean, fair play to them.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Fair play to them. 1982. What are you gonna work with? Like, that's unreal. I genuinely cannot wait to actually read this book properly, because a gamer, that's just it's unreal.
Yep.
Got GTA stuff in the back as well.
It does.
Oh.
To be honest, I read the back and I was like, oh, there's quite a lot in this.
Well, even reading the front of it as well, it has a little thing on Marcus Phoenix. It has like a little contents page. As
I didn't know Destiny was in it, so that was cool. That was a nice.
Well, there's loads of stuff. I mean, I played Sea of Thieves and stuff. It'd be actually interesting to see what's said about Sea of Thieves now after I played it, because I played it in the very like baby stages when it was released, and then it got this big massive update that threw everyone into the ocean. So. So to speak, yeah. So it's got like a Marcus Phoenix thing that's in it. It's got Arthur Morgan from Red Dead. Got Master Chief bit as well. Got Link. Yeah, there's so many things in this. Like, oh my word. Superman in it. Yeah, well, I want to read that Monsters page as well, right enough. Spyro the Dragon. Oh, yeah, I'll have to put it down. Lauren's gonna hate me. Like, she's gonna hate you.
Probably.
Yeah. I'll have to get you something like Clarky.
You can't.
There is an obligation.
Gift. There is never, and if that is the reason that it's given, then you're giving it the wrong.
I'm not giving it because, but to be fair, we were shopping the other day and I was like, I should really get Clarky something this year. Genuinely.
It's literally no big deal. Like
it is to me, because you got me those little Guinness things that were gone in like a day the last time, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And I was like, I should really get Clarky something this year. And then you bloody well beat me to it again.
It's not by game. There's no competition.
There is no competition. Technically, it is 2-1. 2-0. It's 2-0.
It
will be 2-1.
It's not even scores.
It will be 2-1 though.
It's fine, honestly. It's just a wee thing I thought you'd find cool. So I thought we could also use it. So.
Well, we did use it.
We did use it.
Probably use it later. Do you know what? We're gonna have an episode. I have to leave it down there. There'll be like an episode where we'll like do it later on, and you'll say something like, did you know?
Yes.
Oh, hang on. There was a little quick fact. There was quick facts. Didn't get the quick facts. Where's the quick fact? Hang on. 156. I remember the page. Where is it? Let's see what the quick fact is. The inspiration for Spider-Man came from a fly. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did actually know that.
Stan Lee saw one walking up a wall, but upped it against calling him his new hero. Flyman. Could you imagine? It'd be so much different now. Like, what one was the Star Wars? Oh, there's a Marcus Phoenix. Oh, the amount of stuff on Marcus Phoenix. Holy moly.
That is a lot.
Yes, please.
That is a lot.
Yes,
whole
please.
2-page spread.
Ellie and Joel from the Last of Us. Oh, dear good gravy. Where was the Star Wars one? Oh, there's no quick fact on it. Well, that's really my
quick fact. What was the Millennium Falcon modeled after?
Oh, a shoehorn.
No. A hamburger with a bite taken out of it.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't. Who looked at that and go, that's a good idea?
George Lucas.
Well, he was a big man whenever it was created as well.
Nah, I don't know.
Well, not a big man. He had a beer belly on him.
I'll just double check, but I'm pretty sure that's right.
What do you say it's not? And you've ruined the entire day.
Inspiration.
I mean, it sort of does look like one, but you need to be like a very square bite. Like, you need to go in sideways, almost.
Yeah, George Lucas draws inspiration from the strangest places, and when it came to designing the Millennium Falcon, he looked no further than his dinner plate. The shape of the spacecraft was taken from that of a hamburger, with a bite and an olive on the side.
It's so weird, like.
So there you go.
I was actually looking at the. I'll wait until we get into the Lego part.
Okay.
So we'll end that part there, folks, and cheers again, Clarky. That's
Fine.
unreal, man. Honestly, I'll be texting you all these facts, and I was like, "Did you do this? Did you do this?" And you're like, "Yeah, I know."
No, I didn't buy myself one.
I googled it. It's fine. But yeah, thanks very much, Clarky. We will end that part there, folks, and we'll catch you again in part 2. Welcome back to part 2, folks. So trending, we'll go with Joshua first, will we?
Can do.
Just to get him out of the road, because it's Joshua, innit? What do you think of the fight?
It was dominant from Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he was ever really troubled. Although, whenever the stream destabilized, sometimes I would actually go off and then I would just read the Sky Sports, just to see if I missed anything at the very end of the round.
Yeah.
There were some times that they were like, well, he was troubled by a punch at the end, but then I'd like catch the start of the next round. I'd be like, he's fine.
This is the thing. I read a few things on Twitter where some people didn't actually buy the pay-per-view, and they just read through the blogs and whatever, like Sky Sports and stuff have, and apparently that from what they've read, it was a very different fight on paper than what it was as an actual pay-per-view.
It wasn't close. Like, I mean, you could see from the first round, Joshua caught him very early in the first round and caught him really above the left eye, I think.
Yeah.
Just while you're on pay-per-view.
Have you got the numbers for it?
I do.
Oh.
So,
is it low?
What do you think?
What
do you expect low? Because I would expect low.
I would expect...
In comparison to these other fights, I would have expected low.
I would expect over 600,000.
Anthony Joshua set a new record.
For heavyweight boxing, it was over 1 million, wasn't it?
1.6 million.
Wow.
Pay-per-view
Literally
buys.
1 million more than I thought.
Yeah. So...
Oh my word.
But
to be fair though, it does make sense because it's going to be earlier in the US. And it's obviously earlier for us in the UK. It was 9 o'clock.
Peak time.
Yeah.
Peak time. So... so I just thought I'd throw that in really quick. But all in, he dominated the fella.
He's obviously a better boxer than Ruiz. But the thing that really annoys me is, see, whenever you've got the champions, like, they're on top, obviously everyone says it was a fluke punch. It wasn't. It was just he did hit him and he went down.
But Joshua has come out since and said he wasn't well.
He said, I think it was like a week or two after, he said that he had a panic attack or he had some sort of attack in the...
His dad said that. Remember we went through it?
Yeah, so...
he came out last week and said, before the first fight, and he said he wasn't making excuses, but there was something not right, that whole camp, and before he even came out, he had his head literally in a bucket of ice, because he felt so ill, and he just kept... That's why, if you watch the... You know, like they do like a recap of it sometimes on Sky.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And like he literally says at one point in the corner, the mic close, he's like, "Why am I feeling like this?"
Yeah.
Like he apparently just felt really sluggish, slow, didn't feel right. So whenever he got put down, he just kept getting back up because he was like, "Why am I getting knocked down?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
And apparently there was something not right with him for quite a while before that fight, inclusive of in the. Like he basically, I can't remember exactly his quote, but he has come out since and said, yeah, it wasn't right before the first fight.
Yeah, well, he didn't really, but even watching the fight, he didn't look right either.
No,
like you could tell he wasn't.
This
himself.
was him. Like the fight we just seen, just passed. Absolutely was.
Did you see the thing about? It was Joshua posted an interview. I don't know how long ago it was, but he was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to go into the ring and run about and start jabbing for 12 rounds. I mean, they'll knock someone out." And I was like, it was the guy had quoted saying, "Yeah, all the best boxers learn at some point," and he obviously did the 12-round jabbing. But the thing is, like people say about to be a boxer, to be the world's best boxer, you have to be like undefeated, have no draws, never been knocked down, never been wobbled. Like,
you never have to, like, a box, like, in my opinion, right, this is obviously only my opinion of boxing, is that you're not there to be a fighter.
Yeah.
You're there to be a boxer.
I share the same
There is a
opinion.
difference.
I share the
So
same
you're
opinion.
not in there to brawl.
Yeah.
You can if you want, and that's fine if that's your style.
Yeah.
But, you know, you think of the best boxers ever. You think of Muhammad Ali, Foreman. Obviously, then Tyson comes into it, and he was a bulldog.
Well, Fury came out the other day and said about Tyson, if he was around now, prime Tyson, he'd just wreck all the heavyweights at the minute.
Tyson would? Of course he would. There's no doubt.
Mm.
Like, the man was
He was a machine.
Yeah, like, Mike Tyson, I genuinely think is as close to like an atomic bomb than you could get as a boxer. Like, Tyson Fury, obviously, you know, he's rangy boxer, really knock people like that often.
Very different types of men, though.
Wilder needs a right hand.
Yeah.
Or he'll lose. You know, he's literally knocked out 2 people in his career, or 1 person in his career. I think it's 2. And he drew one of them and won the other one barely on points.
Yeah.
So, and he was losing to Ortiz before he knocked him out. Yeah. Like, twice. So it was not even like that. So 1-off.
Yeah.
So Fury against him will be interesting in the next couple of months. But in terms of Joshua, I think it was a performance that showed a different side to him, better maturity maybe, that he can change it up. So if it ever comes to Wilder and Wilder is like, I want to knock your head off in this fight, he can be like, yeah, okay, you can try.
Yeah.
You know, move around. It would mean that a fight with Fury maybe would be a lot more tactical.
If it ever comes to fruition, yeah. But at the minute, obviously, they're talking about him going against his mandatory. Usyk, apparently is
both. Pulev, I think, is going to be first.
Oh dear.
Pulev's with the IBF,
and then WBO for
Usyk. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Usyk, in the meantime, is talking about fighting Chisora, which is hilarious.
I think it's a terrible matchup.
Chisora will not beat him.
No.
Well, I don't think he'll beat him. I hope I'm wrong, because I think Chisora's a bit of a character.
He'd be a lot.
Stick Dillian White in with Usyk, and you have a fight.
Yeah.
But Dillian White obviously wants WBC, so
yeah. He also said that Joshua, he wished him good luck the other day for the fight.
Seen that?
Yeah, which is quite nice. Yeah. But again, the whole Ruiz thing that gets me is that, you know, he obviously he's this big guy, coming in, knocks out Joshua and has these belts for a while.
6 months.
Yeah. And he sort of wasted. I don't know if he wasted it, but from what he said, I don't know if it's an excuse or he just. We have no idea what happened in his camp.
Yep.
But everyone in his camp, and including him, has said that he basically just partied and ate.
Yeah.
You
looked good too.
The thing is, do you remember the photos he released, and he was like looking really, really slim?
Oh, apparently it was a way to stand.
Yeah, it was. He did like the little neck thing and all, so your neck was
forward.
thinner. Yeah. And then you look at him on the fight night, you're like, oh dear, he did.
I didn't know he was fighting Butterbean.
Oh, do you remember Butterbean? So 15 pounds heavier he weighed in at.
Just over a stone heavier. Yeah.
So, but again, for him, you do realise who your friends are whenever you lose the belts.
Of course, but like I didn't lose respect for him because he still was the man that beat Joshua. He will always be that guy.
Yeah.
He beat Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
But at the same time, do you think he knew that he wasn't going to beat him this time? Do you think maybe he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to enjoy this?
He's calling for a third fight.
Oh, what a waste of time.
I know. It's just a trilogy fights for me are. I know everyone says it's the decider because you're both one each and you have to have a decider, but
Joshua will just do the same thing.
Exactly, and it'll just be the same.
Andy Ruiz couldn't throw more combinations.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't hit him anyway.
Exactly, but I mean, this is the thing. Like, I mean, do you think people are going to pay for that fight again?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Well, probably, but not 1.6 million.
Well, if it's in America, then and if it's at, like, say if it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, I doubt it. But if it's in the UK, there'll be an awful lot of hype around it because it'll probably be in Wembley Stadium
or the Spurs Stadium.
Or that's where he's fighting next, isn't it? So,
I think so.
But yeah, I sort of feel bad for Ruiz because he's sort of diddled himself in that fight, but he's also.
He's made his money, like the man's.
He has, but he's it depends on what he's in it for. If he's in it for the money, then fair play. If he's in it there to get the belts,
Mexican, but they love their boxing. But at the same time, the man he has made his money. Like, it doesn't matter if he never fights again. He will, obviously. But I think him against White would be a good fight too.
I would agree. Yeah, I think Dillian would probably.
I think Dillian's one of the best in terms of pure brawling. Like, maybe not boxing, but pure brawling. He is so good. His left hook is frightening.
Yeah, I think after those losses, he just sort of matured a bit, and
he's only been beat once.
Dillian White by Joshua.
That's it.
That was, to be fair, that knockout was pretty bad.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
His head was nearly out of the ring.
Yeah.
I thought he was beaten. Not beaten on points.
No, that's it.
Really?
He won on points at the weekend. He's only lost to Joshua once in his career. That's the only person that's beat him.
Brutal knockout.
He's always said he's raging that he wasn't the first person to take away Joshua's perfect record. Yeah. But yeah.
But who's to say he's ever going to get it? Like, he could get another loss at some point anyway. I mean, he's near enough, not retiring age, like, but
who?
Joshua.
Joshua's 30.
Yeah, he's not like 30. What, you got 4 or 5 more years.
Yeah.
So he's still got.
Wilder's 34.
Yeah, but
he's
29.
Joshua, sorry, Fury's 30.
He's like, man, I don't know. Don't think Wilder can go for a while yet. Depends on what happens with Fury and Joshua.
If what happens with Fury and him first.
True. I don't know.
Fury beats him in February, then.
But what's the point in him being? He'll campaign for a rematch, and then see. This is the thing I hate about boxing.
Fury is big now because it should have beat you the first time, even though.
To me, in my eyes, it would be 2-0
to
Fury.
But Wilder knocked him out.
Yeah, I know, but
fair enough. I think Tyson should have outpointed him, but equally he should have been counted out.
Yeah.
So in that, you may as well just make that fight, which is why I think it was a draw.
Yeah.
Because surely the judges are going, why are they giving him so long to get up?
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, I think in points Tyson won that fight, but overall I think Wilder.
Could he not have campaigned that? Could he not have said like? Could he not have like went to the board and been like?
But then he doesn't get his money for the next fight.
True.
You know, you take the one on your record, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose.
He's still undefeated.
Yeah, but he still has a 1 somewhere else other than his win column. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that would.
Wilder's like 43-0-1. You're like,
yeah,
so close.
But that's the thing that annoys me about like boxing fans and quotations. They just think that, you know,
if you don't have a clean record,
basically, if you've never been wobbled or knocked out, then you're not. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if you have to 0 on your record, you have to be never wobbled, never knocked out, never knocked down.
Well, that guy's human. He's not good.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, but I think sometimes boxers come back from those losses and come back. Sometimes they even get. They might not lose the fight, but they get knocked down at least once or twice. Like Klitschko with Joshua.
For the first time.
Yeah, and Joshua was like, "Nope, not having that.
Oh dear,
not having that." And then he went.
That was another cracker uppercut to knock him out.
Yeah.
Not out, but.
Yeah, but I'm glad that this time round it was a fight that we could all watch. Together though, like, you know, every sort of nation could just sort of watch it at the same sort of, not the same time, but
yeah, because it was like 4 or 5 p.m. in the States one side, and maybe not worse, 6 maybe in the East Coast, New York. Yeah,
so everyone could have watched it really. You know, every big nation really that took
a Saturday.
Nation. Exactly, it was a Saturday as well.
Yeah.
So I was happy enough for them. Plus we had the MMA like.
And the Manchester Derby the next day.
Oh, that was another
good
weekend for us. So it was indeed.
Good weekend.
Yeah, I was surprised. To be fair, I wasn't expecting us to win.
No, it was I. Yeah. But it was amazing.
But at least with 2 goals, I was expecting if it was going to be a win for us.
But even then, I was like, it's going to ruin it for me. I know it is.
What's your idea?
Even whenever we went to when I went 2-0, I wanted like 6 because we were just smashing into bits.
Yeah.
But it was the bit after where
they showed the 15. Was it the last 15 minutes? They're scoring goals.
I was like,
I did the same thing.
I was like, don't do this to me.
10. Yes. Now 11.
So many, like.
I was like, how on earth have they managed to get that lucky to get the last 15 minutes of goal?
They're a decent side, like.
They are, man.
Doesn't matter.
I was literally watching going, oh God, help me. Yep. Whenever they scored, I was like, nope, turn it off.
This is gonna happen. I just know it.
I turned it off right after that because I just couldn't watch it. Couldn't watch it anymore. I ended up flicking through the Sky Sports app. Yeah. The little highlights bit at the end of it. I just couldn't do it anymore. But yeah, off the sports, and not really trending as such, but seeing as we're going through the Star Wars Advent calendar, we'll go through the last 6 that we've opened.
Yeah.
So we finished with the Black One. The last episode, I'm pretty sure, didn't we?
Yes, the X-Wing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm doing evens and you're doing odds, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes,
that is correct. Yeah.
So day 6 was the Resistance Troop Transporter. I liked it to an extent, but I agree with what you said earlier that it's a bit backwards.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
Like, it is backwards. And what I mean by that is, as I say, if everyone wants to follow along, feel free. jaysbrickblog.com, and you can find it there. We're on day 6. As Phil says, Resistance Troop Transport. It looks cool. It looks quite well. It compares it to the actual set below, and it looks good, except for the fact it's backwards.
Yeah.
Like, for me, if they just flip that blue bit to the back and have the door on the other side,
yeah,
I just think that fixes it.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because that to me looks like it should be like the propulsor on the back.
Yeah. You can even see it in the back as well. Like it should be. Yeah.
Like I think that should be the other way around.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
Yeah, we're not the Lego creators, so.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I would agree. I think it does look quite ugly.
I like the builds of the ships though because it's a bit more.
It's difficult.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, all you get is a square with very, very little instructions.
Yeah.
So like that.
Yeah.
Later on. You got the next one.
Yes, the next one was Chewbacca with a little like porg leg and his fire. So like that, if you remember from The Last Jedi, he's about to eat the
some
porg.
size of leg for a porg, isn't it?
Well, it's just the porg. Remember, he has like the little porg on the stick,
yeah.
and but yeah, I thought that was unbelievable. Like the actual Chewbacca figure is so cool on its own.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. Little porg legs, hilarious.
Oh, I have a photo to show you. Continue.
So, I personally thought that was great. Like as I say in The Last Jedi, where he's eating the. Has he got pizza in his hand?
Yeah.
Class.
You see him yet?
Yes, he's in the background. Yeah, unbelievable.
I put him in there, like, whenever Lauren went, we finished with the Friends thing, and then Lauren went to the bathroom. I was like, I'm going to stick him in here and see if she noticed.
Yeah.
She didn't notice.
No?
No.
Class.
Just looked really well in the background, but yeah.
But, no, like, minifigures are always cool to get. They're not hard to build, but they're cool to get. And I like the little extras with him, it just wasn't just Chewbacca.
The little campfire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
that
as well.
Pork, yeah. So, I was happy with that one.
I was so happy with the Chewbacca. Honestly, so
really
happy.
cool.
Yeah. So day 8 we got Act 2, which was a strange build for me.
It's just very small.
It does look cool.
Double the size of that, and you've got yourself a really cool build.
Yeah.
But you're right, it does look cool. Like the green for the grass, the grey for the rocks.
I mean, you would
blue
sort
for
of
the water.
You would sort of know what it is whenever you built it, but for the little grey stud thingy.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have known what that is, really.
No.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I think it's too small. I think if it's double the size, it looks better.
I would agree.
Or even maybe not double, maybe that's a bit much, but I just think slightly bigger, they would have nailed that one on.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It just seems a bit meh.
Yeah.
And the colours, I don't really like them. It's like really.
They are very simplistic.
Yeah, they're very dirty colours though.
And the green's not even like a really like greeny green.
It's not a nice green. It's like a mint green.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
It's actually the perfect way to describe that green.
Yeah, horrible.
So it almost sort of blends with a grey.
It's very.
It's not the right word. Blends, maybe not the right word, but like it's very samey. It's just not.
It's very big.
So, day 9. I'm getting all the fun ones, aren't I?
Yep.
It's another minifigure. It's Luke Skywalker, but again, it is cool. It's him with a little fish, and his staff, and he's got a double face, so you can make him cross, or you can make him just standing there normally. Yeah, but that's literally it. I don't think there's too much more to say on that one.
No,
it's Luke Skywalker. He's in his like not Jedi robes, so like I now have him on Hatch 2, whatever you said, Hatch 2. I've got him from in his Jedi robes with his staff and
from when?
I've got the set.
Oh,
I've got the training set. So I've now got the both.
So cool. So now you've just been like, well, I've got the real one here. Why would I want this one?
So what I might do whenever this is done, is I might put him in the hut in these clothes, and then outside I can have him and Ray training in his Jedi clothes.
That's cool.
Be cool.
That's cool.
So, but yeah, I mean, I love the minifigures, as I already said. So, actually, you know what? You've got the worst one.
Well, yeah, I know I have the worst one because even the description in this, I was like, did you flip it open and go, huh?
Yes.
Like
I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, but then whenever you actually build it, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But
it was
okay. So I know the reaction.
So
what you're talking about.
Day 10 is the quad jumper.
I mean, it plays such a small part.
Yeah, it's not. I don't understand why it was even. Maybe because it was like one of those little niche things. Like, oh, we should put that in because it's like the thing that.
Because you see it for what, like 10 seconds, if that.
Yeah.
In The Force Awakens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that what film? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Force Awakens. Yeah. It's got the build, hasn't it?
The shape looks great.
Yeah, like that's the actual build for the proper one, the big one. The one below the minifigure one. It just looks a lot cooler, I think, as the big one. But to me, once I opened the little square and the instructions were there in front of me, I was like,
what the hell is that?
And then you've got the back bit that goes into the back bit. I was like, this looks like a ship, but then whenever you look at it, oh, it's a quad jumper. I was like, that doesn't look right. Like, it looks like a longer ship.
It almost looked like if you set it upright, as well, it would, as in on its back. Yeah. Like it was a weird build. I think that
you've got all the good ones. Literally all the good ones.
I do minifigures today. I'm not even a build.
Yeah, but you get the last one.
The last one is good. I'll be honest. This one is a really cool build. So today, which is the 11th of the day of recording, was a Starkiller base turret. It is class. Like, it turns, the little guns can be moved around, you know. I like the fact that it's got the little vent. Yeah, to represent a walkway and stuff. Yeah, like, I just really think that's cool. Unreal. But even building it, like, because I was like, meh, another stupid, like, because I thought, I went right back to, what was it, day 8. Right. What was that day?
That was Act 2.
Act 2, yeah.
Or Act 2, or whatever you call it. I was like, just another one of these builds type of thing. And then whenever I built it, I was like, do you know what? That actually looks really... Because, like, we were talking about it earlier on, the little sides make the actual figure, I think. The sides are on the the little grey side bits.
Oh, yes.
I think it makes it look so much more...
flat bit.
Yeah. And obviously, below that is the 4-way, like, single Lego thingy-majig, which I thought if you left it like that, it'd be a bit stupid looking like, but I think the sides completely made that, and the fact that you can turn the turret, like you said, and move the guns.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Oh, but you got all the good ones. Can't believe that. You got 2 minifigures and the best one today.
Yeah, I mean, that one today is really cool.
And you got Black One as well. You're terrible.
What one?
You got Black One. You got Day 5.
Yeah, Day 5. Yeah, I did.
So I've got... What have I got? I got Kylo Ren's command shuttle, which wasn't really that great. The repeating blaster thing was woeful.
Apparently it's Act 2.
Act 2?
Yeah.
There you go then. Resistance Trooper, or Troop Transporter.
That was crap.
Act 2. The Quad Jumper. See if tomorrow's is crap. I swear to God. I'm not doing evens anymore, I'm doing odds next time.
We'll swap halfway.
And we see it'll be a really good one on the 12th, and then 14th, 15th will be do them.
I reckon we're going for another build tomorrow, and I'm going to go back to ship.
We had a ship for the Quad Jumper though.
I know. We had 2 ships in a row.
So what do we have here?
So we've had ship, person, gun. Am I right so far? Ship, person, gun, ship.
Yeah.
6 was...
Another ship.
That was the phone ship, yeah. Chewbacca, Hatch 2, Luke, ship.
And turret.
It's not bad. Pretty good at that.
Yeah. I don't know. We had the First Order Stormtrooper, then we had a blaster, then we had a ship. So we have ship, blast. We've already had the minifigure ship, then a blaster.
Another location, maybe?
Maybe it isn't a location. We haven't had a location apart from Ash 2 and that's it. Yeah, probably another location then. Well, I don't know. Hopefully it's not.
Well,
Can't be
we're
bothered.
going to find out next week whenever we record. We'll go.
But we'll find out tomorrow. So excited. But yeah, we'll end that part there, folks, and we'll catch you again in part 3. Welcome back to part 3. So we watched 2 episodes of the end of the world.
We'll watch 3 for next time and just finish her up.
Yeah, finish her up on that one.
Quiet episodes.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Yeah.
But I think very telling about Alyssa and James.
Yeah, of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want to go through the episodes?
Yeah, I can go through them, but I just think it's annoying because
I think if you
watching,
I think you should read 2 summaries and then we can just give what we think about them.
I still think they were quite slow though. For what they were, I mean, the first 3 episodes, you were like, to me, whenever I watched the first 3 episodes, when we stopped in the 3rd episode, I was like, oh, I can't stop there.
I know.
And then
I think 4 and 5 are the lower rated ones.
Well, no, episode 1 was the lowest at 7.8.
Really?
Episode 4 got 8.5 and episode 5 got an 8.
Oh, 5 was the one I was thinking of because it was a bit.
But it only gets better from there, thankfully.
One of the ones has like a really high, like a 9.5 or something.
9.2 it is
9.2,
now. Which is
yeah.
episode 7. So we watched episode 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this week is 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Little summaries. A flat tire forces an unlikely trio of travellers to seek refuge at a roadside inn run by a man who's desperate for company. Now,
yes. I suppose we could fill in the gaps because there weren't many. Bonnie, she's getting in, pops the tire with a knife.
with a penknife.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then as the car slows down, she pulls it back out again. They find the little place, get a room each, have a drink. The guys
weirdly have a drink.
Yeah,
like she's like drinking it with 2 hands and stuff, and they're just sort of like, why are we here doing this right now?
Really.
But it was more of a
really
gesture
feeling
because she paid for the rooms. They were like,
Yeah.
well, we have to. But again, who bought the booze?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
know.
have they got the money to buy booze now or what? Or?
But your mom was being a bit weird, and Alyssa left. James went with her. They kissed for quite a long time.
It seemed anyway.
Yeah, so it was made out. Then I know, didn't even mean to do that. And then the guy that owns the motel took a bit of a liking to Bonnie.
Wee Bonnie Lash.
Bonnie left after he was being really weird, talking to her like, I'm single,
Yeah, she was like, I'm not. And he was like, are you happy?
Yeah.
He was like, she was like,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, it's just
And then she was just like, my wife.
Yeah,
And then she was
leaves.
like, yeah, straight.
No, something like kids. Oh no, that's later.
That's later. Yeah, he was like,
So-
my wife left, and then she like downed her wine and left.
My
the-
wife
the
left
room.
me.
Yeah,
She just leaves.
she goes.
So he obviously it's not obvious at all. He pops.
It is
in.
when you watch it though.
Yeah, because he's weird as hell.
Yeah,
Like.
but he also put in vodka. Was it in her wine?
Yeah, he tried to like spike her wine a bit too. So he comes into the rooms like we do a turn down service, opens like pulls the bed back slightly or the bed clothes back slightly, puts a mint on the pillow, and then
I was sitting there. I was like, bit late for that, isn't it?
yeah, like eats a mint of his own, sits on the bed, just gets his dick out,
Yeah.
and then
You don't see it though.
no, it's all from like the back, and then he's just like, you don't have to touch it, you don't even have to watch, just turn around.
Yeah.
And then she's like, nah, not having it, gets the gun out.
Yeah.
Then,
And he's all like,
no, please don't, please put the gun down. Then she does, but it like slips off the table thing it was sitting on anyway.
yeah.
And basically shoots him in the head as it hits the ground.
Now that is the most far-fetched thing I've ever seen in my life, because obviously the hammer wasn't even pulled back,
Was it? I didn't even notice.
so it was impossible for that to happen.
Well,
But yeah, completely.
shoots him in the head, kills him.
But I was like, I wasn't expecting it because I was thinking of it logically. I was like, the hammer's not pulled back; it's not gonna
Yeah.
fire. But it's a TV show; it's gonna fire.
Exactly.
But the fact where it went, it just went
straight through his head, like.
And she was just like, oh, and then
Uh,
he's like a little blood and all coming down from his mouth. She was like, oh god.
He just falls forward onto her.
Mhm.
She scratches her left side on the
reindeer antlers things.
reindeer thing on, or the antlers on the and then like James and Alyssa are kissing at this stage, and she's like, what was that?
Yeah, because they heard the gunshot.
Yeah. Like, probably nothing.
Yeah.
He goes and sleeps in the bath. Bonnie, puts the body in a cupboard. They ring a mechanic, get a new tire in the car, and move out. Is that the end of the episode?
Yeah, pretty sure that's it. Yeah,
yeah, because the pharmacy's the next episode, isn't it?
Isn't the no? The thing is in the next episode because she falls asleep on him. Do you remember she like collapses on him?
Yes. Sorry, I think that is where it finishes.
That's where it ends, and then
when
the next episode.
Is it when they go to bed though?
Yeah, because she's like, "Would you mind sleeping in
The bath.
in the bath?" And he was like, "No, that's fine." He says that's fine an awful lot. But then he goes and sleeps in the bath, and then she sleeps in the bed. And well, I don't know if she sleeps or not. I have no idea. But
she's definitely depressed.
Yeah, to some degree, like.
Yeah, it's quite hard. It's quite sad watching her compared to last season.
Yeah, because she's going through an awful lot, obviously, because she's got sexually assaulted basically in the last season. So, and then obviously witness a guy like that's two traumatic things that happen in like the space of 5 minutes. So, I would assume anyway. So episode 5 says while Bonnie scrambles to cover her tracks and tend to her injury, James tries to figure out where things stand with Alyssa. This episode was it was more of like I thought it was better than 4. Well, not better. It was just like I preferred 4 just because of the ending.
Do you feel bad for James in this episode or not?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I can't decide because part of me is like Alyssa had a chance at something else and then he came back.
But he didn't know.
No, he didn't. But again, then the other half of me is like he never wanted not to have her.
But that
because of her mum.
But again, I think obviously being in the hospital and stuff, he couldn't walk. So obviously his self-confidence would be very, very low.
Well, that bit was really horrible.
Yeah.
In that,
the letter.
In the last episode, we actually forgot to mention.
Oh,
he basically is like, I can't have sex, and she's like, well, I've said I want to kiss you, not have sex with you.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, but the bullet, I was shot really close to there. I don't know if it works. I've never even tried.
Yeah, and then he sort of breaks down and cries.
Like, oh, grim.
That was horrible to watch, yeah, because I mean, he's a young fella. Like, it's not something you would ever want to have.
He's 17 the first series, so you'd assume they're 18/19 years old now.
Yeah. No, but I do feel bad for him because she's sort of. It's not. I feel bad for them both because for different reasons. Obviously, she's going through an awful lot of stuff and she doesn't really know where she's at in life because she's depressed. But she thinks that being married.
Real ghosts, I'd say. Like,
yeah.
I'd say ghosts a good term because in this episode, I suppose we'll get to in a minute, was wearing the Chinese whenever, or is it Chinese?
Yeah, it's Chinese. Yeah.
She looks in the mirror and just sees herself covered in the blood.
In the blood from your man. Yeah. Obviously, she's not happy with her life, so she decides to get married to see if that helps. Turns out it doesn't. And obviously, James has had to go through that whole being shot thing and being in hospital for so long and having to write that letter to. I mean, everyone could say that losing his dad as well, but everyone could have said that that he didn't have to write the letter. But I just think at the time with his self-esteem, he's just sort of maybe like, maybe I'm not good for her right now, so I'll just not do it. So writes the letter, it goes away, and then I feel bad for them both. I don't feel bad for Bonnie though.
No,
like
she's got it wrong.
Yeah, she's got the whole thing wrong. Obviously, losing someone is bad, but it was also false pretenses as well that she was.
Yeah, it was like the girl that she killed. Sure, he was sleeping with her too, and he just obviously was quite a manipulative person, but. Yeah. I suppose in that episode they leave after getting the tire fixed. The mechanic tells them quite importantly that this was malicious. Somebody's popped the tire.
Yeah.
And then Alyssa was like, "I think it was Bonnie."
Yeah.
And he was like, "What?"
And he was like, "Why? Why would you do that?" And he goes, "I was joking."
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird accent she's got.
It's so Yorkshire. It's mad.
It's like it's Yorkshire, but it's a weird accent. It's like a mix between that and Cornwall.
Yeah, I think it's proper thick Yorkshire, like, but she, so they drive away on, Bonnie's like, oh, I'll go to my sister's, it's like 20 minutes away, and she's not feeling well, she's warm, she's like, can I put the window down, she's throwing up, whatever, they go to what do you call it, the pharmacy, get antibiotics, and she goes in on her own, gets antibiotics and a bandage and all that sort of stuff. Basically just to patch yourself up. Obviously she's bleeding. So no, it's okay. It's okay. So sorry, we thought there was something wrong there. So it's anyway, so
I'll cut that out. It's
she so obviously she's bleeding. The guy gives her and thinks there's domestic abuse. The guy at the pharmacy thinks there's domestic
that
abuse.
was so far fetched though. Like whenever she was sitting there sweating, you know, and she was like, "What's your highest or what's your
painkiller?"
Yeah, your highest painkiller, and he was like, "What's it for?" Again, I don't think
They have to ask.
Well, the ones here don't ask.
No, but I'm pretty sure like there's only a certain amount. So like if say like you say, "Can I get a painkiller?" and they're hardly just gonna be like, "Okay." They'll be like, "What's it for?" "Oh, it's for my head." "Oh, you don't want a painkiller? I'll give you something better."
Yeah.
Their job is to ask to find out what they're getting you.
Well, again, after she asked him that, and he was like, "What's it for?" She's like, "It doesn't matter." Blah blah blah. She walks away, and like a little bit of blood and all, and he's like, "You're bleeding," and he goes, "Where is he?" Like, as if it was just some random fella was, and
well, it's the assumption that she's getting beaten.
yeah, and then he was like, "Don't worry, I'm a feminist." I was like, "What's that got to do with the price of milk?"
It doesn't matter, like I know.
And she's like spews out a few things like he's at the motel.
Yeah, by accident.
And he goes, "Who's at the motel?" And then it's like, and then he gives her, she puts the money down, and he gives her the money back and gives her the painkillers, and then she goes into the bathroom.
Straps herself up, but puts the gun down on the top of the toilet.
Yeah, on the cistern, isn't it?
Yeah.
He puts it on. So, and then she leaves, forgetting about it, and then, although, is this the part where James then goes in because she's taking her time?
Yes.
And then, because she's Alyssa and James are in the car, and Alyssa's like, "Would you go and check?"
Just like the pharmacy guy basically has a go at James.
Yeah, because he's like, "Shame on you," and he was like,
Huh.
"All right then," and he just leaves. Basically, I thought that part was really, really funny. But after that, Bonnie comes out and she's like, "I need to get some food now."
Who's the Chinese?
And then they go to the Chinese.
That's where they have the like Alyssa basically is struggling to sit there and just decides, right, time to leave whenever she's taking her drink of water, and James asks her, "Are you gonna come back?" "Why the fuck would you ask me that?"
Yeah. She just goes, "What?"
Oh, is that
And he
what it
goes,
is?
"Nothing."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like their relationship's so weird, like
Yeah.
that you can tell that they both are still trying to put on a persona that just isn't there. Like,
Well, the thing is,
until he breaks
yeah,
in this episode when they leave, and you
go
know,
back to the
he's
pharmacy.
basically, "Why'd you kiss me?" "What? Why you can't just kiss someone and then just ignore them and be mean to them," or whatever she says.
Yeah.
And literally he just bursts out in the car. He's like, "I almost died."
Yeah.
And then she's sort of like, "Yeah, I know, I was there."
Yeah.
You know, he basically tells all, says about how her mum made him write the letter, and you know,
that was before they even got in the car, wasn't it?
Yeah, and basically she was like, "I know, I was there, I seen you get shot, blah blah blah," and I think it's fair. I think what he says is fair.
Yeah, I would agree 100%. But again,
He took the fall for that entire thing.
yeah. But I think now that obviously she's
not in a good mental place.
No, she's not. Neither of them are. That's the thing. So you would think that maybe them being together would be good, you know, so they could sort of bounce off each other. But again, it could also be worse because if they do bounce off each other,
They do that thing.
Yeah.
We always bang on about whenever we talk about this sort of thing. They're just not talking.
yeah,
So, but yeah, I mean, 2 episodes, builder episodes certainly, I'd say.
yeah. I mean, if we
So-
watched the third one, I think that one would have been the one to not end at, because
Yeah.
we'd have been doing the thing we did the first time, the first 3.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that and be like, oh no, what's the next one? So
Yeah.
what's the next 3 for next week? And I just hope it ends well and not.
Do you hope they end up together?
No,
Really?
no, I don't.
Who do you think will walk away from who?
Well, I think James will walk away from Alyssa.
Do you?
Yeah, I think they'll get to the stage where he's like, you know what, I'm sick of taking this crap. I've went through so much. I've done all this stuff, and
It literally saved your life.
yeah, and I'll just see you because she's already married.
Mm.
So you can just be like, you're married. I've still got the rest.
Never
of it.
consummated it. You can get it annulled.
Oh yeah, right enough. Yeah. Well, I don't think she'll be. I think she'll just go straight for it. I reckon she'll be like, nope, straight in.
I don't know. I have a funny feeling at some stage. I don't really know. I'm assuming.
Well, this is to say they don't die.
I don't think they'll die.
Well, we don't know because this is the end of the series. This is it. This is the end.
I don't think. I've never seen anything. Honestly, I've never seen anything about this series to spoil, so I have no clue.
Mm.
But I would say at some stage they're gonna find out what Bonnie's up to.
Mhm.
Wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of like standoff between the three of them,
Yeah.
or like, please don't do it, please, or kill me instead. No, kill me.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, because neither of them really care,
Yeah.
or will pretend they don't care,
Yeah.
or maybe that's whenever they will start to care,
Yeah.
because there's literal death in a gun.
In a gun.
And I wouldn't be surprised if at some stage in the next episode, maybe even the next one, that Alyssa is left back home or maybe goes missing or something.
What again?
But like, I mean, missing from James.
Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, there's so many things that could happen with this because I can't imagine she'll go back so quickly because she'll need to. Well, obviously they're away from Bonnie now. They drove away. We didn't even tell them that they drove away from Bonnie in the end.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
leave her there in the pharmacy
Yeah,
because
'cause
she goes back to get the gun.
She goes back to get the gun and they're arguing in the car.
Kevin pee himself.
Kevin with an A.
Mm-hmm.
Kevan. Yeah. So she goes back, gets the gun. They're sitting in the car arguing, and then he just turns on the ignition and then just leaves the Chinese out on the floor.
What about Bonnie?
Mhm.
Fuck Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the Chinese out on the floor and then just drove off. And then she comes out and it's like, ah, there's.
Just walks away. She doesn't even make a noise. She's just like, oh,
She just goes.
sick.
Those weird
turns
eyes.
around and walks
Dead
away.
eyes. She's got like really
Yeah,
played
it's
well.
very
That
well
one.
done.
But yeah, I hope it ends in a good place and not the other show.
I know.
Not the other show. But I do hope it ends in a good place and no one dies. And I hope James finds someone randomly on the road. Not like they find Bonnie, but
No, somebody decent.
yeah, somebody decent that's not going to kill them.
Then will anybody else understand him? Now that he's done what he's done.
I reckon just a bit of time will fix him. That's all it is, I think. But we'll find out in the next 2 episodes next week. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this one, folks, and we will catch you in the next one.
Alright.